just say something.
Oh, we're ready to roll?
That'll do. G'day, how you going? I just thought I'd introduce you to a few of the interesting people I get to work with. First person I'm going to introduce you to is the boss, Shane Selleck, who has been good enough to give me some of his time. He's been on a couple of videos already, just sort of popped up in the places. So he was good enough to be my guinea pig. First go at doing an interview like this, so the video, I do apologise, is a bit ordinary. The audio is pretty good, but the video is a bit ordinary. So I hope you like it. If you like to see more of this sort of thing, then we can probably arrange that. I've got a few people lined up sort of I would like to do, so we'll see how things pan out. And thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoy it.
That's right. Yep.
So what was the first job you sort of got paid to do?
The first job, well, it was probably mowing lawns. Simple jobs around here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for mum and dad. Yeah,
Yep.
paid not much. Single figure.
Bit better than getting fed.
Yeah, but it was a way to learn.
Yep.
Earning money and
Yep.
yeah.
So what was the first job you got a group certificate for? You got paid in tax and stuff.
Well, my probably first paid job was here on the farm. I went to school and worked straight because that was sort of came about.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, not really knowing what I wanted to do at the end of school.
Yep.
So
the on-farm training course came after that, or?
Well, we pretty much went straight into it that year.
Yeah, right.
As well, yeah. Yeah, well, obviously, because Dad couldn't get around, so I sort of was Dad's chauffeur.
Yep.
And sort of, was on the job training, everything.
I remember that happening, yeah. You said that.
So we started and we sort of...
Did anyone influence the things you did for your social life and your employment?
Did anyone influence the things you did in your social life and employment? Well, I guess employment was Dad and, like everyone who sort of worked here.
Yep.
Grant.
Yep.
Grant was still here.
Yep.
He was at the end of his career, pretty much. But yeah, Grant was always around, and then there was like Graham as well.
Oh yeah, yep.
And then we had, so they were sort of, mentors, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, yep. That was influence the things you did in your social. Oh, that was employment more so. So social life, I guess, would be, football mates, school mates. So yeah, like it was a bit different for me going to school. No one was from our background. We went to school in the Barossa.
So the farming side of things.
People didn't understand what we did. They didn't understand trucks and they didn't understand broadacre farming and all of that. That was all foreign to them.
Yeah, right.
In a grape growing area.
I suppose it would, because over there everything's like 10 acres.
And then when they did come here, they're like, hell, it's massive machinery and and the trucks weren't even that big then. They're
singles then,
Yep. So
right.
So that was probably a little bit different, really. Like it was probably, especially going to school because you'd come from around this area where everything, it's all farming.
Yeah, everyone knows what you're doing, so everyone can see you across the
paddock. Yeah. And then you go over there, and high school's just a hell of an eye opener anyway. But
well, especially going over there. Yeah. What did you have? 100 kids at Wosley's, or
not even? I think there was only 70 when I was there. Yeah, 70 kids when I was there, and then you went to school with the 700 kids. I didn't know. Well, I knew a couple. No one in my grade, like my level.
Yeah.
I knew of a couple people from other schools, but they sort of. I was an outsider.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you got to.
Yeah. Right.
Yep. Yep.
Right. So, probably what brought you to the transport industry? Well, I suppose Dad did.
Well, Dad did, yeah. Growing up in it, like I've always, from a young kid, I've always went with Dad and always helped Dad.
Yeah.
Before we had our licenses, we'd go with Grant and Dad.
Yeah.
be out bush and everywhere.
Get a drive on the dirt.
Yeah. So growing up into it, and it's inevitable sort of heading into that direction.
Going that way.
Yeah. Anything sort of hands-on.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So
in saying that, I guess because you are so hands-on, all aspects of the job was sort of coming at you. I guess it was
pretty much,
maintenance and working things out and scheduling and stuff like that. I guess you were sort of right into it all the time.
Yeah. Well, that's right. Yeah. Not so much the scheduling like from early on, but later on that sort of got thrown at me and So but that's correct. Yeah. Yep. So.
So what parts of the job do you enjoy the most?
Parts of the job when everything goes smoothly.
When you're not making 17,000 phone calls.
Yeah, that's right. When everything's going smoothly and things are just rolling along nicely, that's when it's really yeah. But like that, I don't know. I enjoy. You do. I just like loading stock and delivering the stock, and they get there, and everything goes smoothly and all comes off nicely. That's a good
outcome.
It's a good outcome, and it's a good. I've done the job. Like.
Yep.
Yeah. You get them all there where they need to be, and everything goes spot on. You a good self satisfaction in doing it. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yep. So.
Most favourite truck you've had to drive and why?
Ooh. Well, I do like the Kenworths. They just built for the job.
Yep.
They just come they drive. They sit on the road well.
Yep.
They there's room to live in there.
Yep.
It's everything where you need it and want it, and yeah. But like the Mack was a good truck. The Volvos were still good.
Yeah.
I just don't like the cab over. I like the bonnet.
Yeah.
I like the bonnet, just being able to, the cab overs, just not the biggest fan of sitting over the wheel like that, but, like they still held their place.
So your first truck would have been cab over?
The first one was a truck and trailer.
Oh, of course,
yeah. We drove the truck and trailer with the actual dog trailer, not trailer.
Right. Yep.
So that, you had to learn to back.
Yeah.
There's no locking dolly or anything in there. Like you learn to back straight away. Yeah.
And it was long too, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yeah. It was like 20 metres long. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think maybe even longer.
So then you would have what was your first full-time semi?
The first full-time semi would have been the Mack, the CHR 400. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that was the first one because that was the oldest truck, I reckon.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, because Grant still drove the semi back then.
Oh, yeah. The Mack that Graham had.
The Mack that Graham had. Yeah, the Mack that Graham had. And then we had, I think Pencil worked for us then, and that was around the first time we got the first B double, I think.
Yep.
Around that time.
Well, that was when you got the first set of mad tippers.
Yeah, that's right.
Bogey tippers.
Yeah, around then. Yeah, Grant used to drive all them. They were his tippers for years.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
What's the most interesting favourite place your job's taken you?
Yeah, well,
it covers a fair bit of country, like.
Oh, that's right. Exactly. It's just to think about where like we go to KI. We've been to. There's plenty of places that you just, you pull into and you go, well, you never would have come here if you're not doing this job.
Yeah.
But to remember where they all was, interesting favourite place where it's taking you. I guess probably one of the most interesting one was like the station.
Mm.
First going up there, and having cattle adjusted up there because they were our own cattle, and then and going back and forth, and then eventually buying the place is probably one of the most interesting and achievements.
Yeah.
If you look back at something like.
Well, the first.
We didn't go there with that plan.
No.
We went there working. Yeah, that's right. And then just kept going back there, and you're just like, well, hang on, this is not a bad opportunity, and But that a lot of that, that flood country and it's incredible. The more and more you explore it and you go into it and you find things and you're just like, it's just, unreal.
I guess too, it's one of those things it's not necessarily the places you get to, it's the things that you see.
Well, it is, that's right. Well, that's just, like you go to Western Australia and you're bringing load sheep over there and it's so big. It's just cropping for miles and miles, and and then you go past those places where the old tractors are and things like that, and you're just like, I've seen that on Facebook, and then you hear,
Well, I guess you end up in New South Wales too, when you're sort of dealing with like flooding and stuff like that, and all of those kind of things are just all interesting. Like it's always, well, that's the best part of driving a truck is what you see out your window. Driving along, and it's just, I know you see a lot of it at the same time, but you always see stuff. You always pick up new stuff on the same runs that you do. Oh yeah.
You never stop seeing. You're always learning something new or seeing something new, and So Yep.
Well, how has the transport industry changed since you started, better and worse?
Well, it's changed immensely, really. Like it's the more like when we first started, logbooks were they were just a little square book. I can't even remember what they look like inside anymore.
They're pretty plain.
They were pretty plain. They were basic. You didn't have to put as much information in as you do now. Like probably a lot easier to manipulate.
Yeah, and you probably didn't fill it out as much as you should.
Yeah, that's right. Yep, like that enforcement side, which is ridiculous. But anyway, we have to deal with it. We do. Yeah.
Make it work.
They, I guess when I was young, there probably wasn't a lot of young people going in doing the job that we're doing. It was more, it was pretty rare for young people to be there. And now it's proven that because there's no people to do the work. Like we were. Maybe back in that time, a lot more should have been encouraged to take it on. But it's too late now. Like now. But that's, so now it's sort of, you're sort of in a period now where we're short on drivers, and I guess it's hard to get people to do the job. Because you haven't done it from a young age. But at the same time, you couldn't get insurance to drive trucks when you were young either.
No, that's true,
like you had to be 25 to tow a B-double around. And I know we were a bit younger, but we paid a hell of a lot to do it. So
I was the same when I started.
Yeah, that's right.
When I started with Shump, it was. I know he paid a lot of money.
Paid a lot of money for insurance.
Which I didn't really know much about.
No, you didn't. And it's not your. You just you don't really understand that either at that time, that age.
It's not a priority.
Not the responsibility that you've been given, but that's. That I guess now it's sort of a bit out the window a bit, isn't it? Because of the shortage of drivers and
there's no one young coming on to worry about it.
No, and they don't. Like when I was, you're young, you start off with the truck and trailer. You start with a small truck. And then you drive the older truck. Like now, you just about jump straight in a new truck. Which is not the way it should be, I don't reckon, but that's the way it's gone, isn't it? Like,
it's funny. Is there something you wouldn't transport or a job you wouldn't do?
I'll take most things on. Wouldn't transport. I guess some of those, like a live exotic animals, you're probably not going to be the limits. Anything that will go in a crate, we'll put it on there. And we have.
That's true.
Like we've done camels. I've done ostriches once.
Have you?
A couple of ostriches. To Wagga, I shifted like a mixed load from someone out of the hills. They had sheep, they had cattle, they had ostriches. There was 2 ostriches there, and I go, what the hell am I going to do with these? And we put them in the back pen, left the cattle ramp folded up. Just so they could stand right up.
Wow.
But that was probably the most exotic thing.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, like we've done, well, yeah, anything else on 4 legs, goats, pigs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about something that's not livestock?
Something that's not livestock.
You see a truck going down the road and you go, oh, I'm not doing that.
I don't know whether I'd be real keen on the dangerous goods stuff, like the stuff that's really, really toxic and things like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't really appeal to me.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd really, it's bad enough driving down the road as it is, but then you've got that added pressure of something like that as well.
Yeah.
Or a load of fuel, like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I probably would do it, but it's not something that I'd aim to do.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. If you have to cart it, a job's a job at the end of the day.
That's true.
Yeah.
Do a job, you get paid money and.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, like we've done some pretty ordinary jobs, but then there's a lot of good jobs we've done. So, yeah.
A lot of times too, you do the ordinary job to get into a good job, don't you? Like,
that's right. Yeah, exactly. You take the good with the bad. Yeah.
Keep looking down the track.
We'll roll on.
Yeah. Pros and cons of being a truck driver.
Pros and cons. Well, the pros is you're your own boss every day.
Yep.
You answer to yourself. There's no one. Yeah, pretty much. You get a lot of time to yourself.
Yep.
So, which I guess is a con. Like you are on your own a lot.
Yep.
So there's a lot of time for yourself. But in this day and age, there's a lot like podcasts and all that kind of stuff. Like you're not really. You're sort of and mobile phones. You're on. I'm on the phone all the time, as you know. Yeah. And it's sort of, but like it is long hours.
Yep.
We are away from home a lot.
Yep.
But we see all the, what we see, like 1 minute you're on the Nullarbor and you're looking out over that, and the next minute you're in New South Wales, and well, next minute you're changing a tyre on the Birdsville track or something like that, and sweating away, and it's always something different.
Yeah.
It always is. It's not the same monotonous run. It's always something different. You're always meeting someone new, and you just never know what's around the corner. Yeah. You just always. Yeah. So there's a few.
That's a few. Yeah. You have any advice for anyone that would like to get into transport?
I guess, being genuine about it.
Yep.
Like if you really want to go for it and give it a go, like give it your full heart, and don't go half-heartedly at it.
Yep.
Yeah, like it's, ask lots of questions, and the more, there's never a silly question.
Yep.
There's always, and the more you ask, the more you'll learn, and I guess you sort of take all advice in, even if you don't use it, you always take it in and be grateful that someone's given the time to help
you out.
Yeah. Because not all advice is good advice, but advice is advice, and you can take that in and go, well, I can see why he said that, but I'm not going to do it that way because of this and that. Yeah. So,
So it depends where the advice is coming from, whether you...
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that explains a bit why you do that. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you go, oh, that's why you do that. Oh, it's a lot easier, isn't it, doing it like that? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's hard. I think for anyone wanting to... Persistence, I guess.
Yep.
And be prepared to start at the bottom and not expect it all. And even though we talked about that before, it doesn't sort of work like that. But that's sort of, you're better off gradual steps learning in this job. Yeah. Because there's so much to learn, and you're always learning. It's a lifetime of learning livestock. Moving. That's. someone, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something that just popped into my head that's not on the list. What in the future, as far as Selleck transport goes, what do you see happening? Is it going to grow, stay the same, change things, or?
I think we'll pretty well stay about where we are.
Yep.
But probably, I just think it would be predominantly road train work.
Yep.
You know, going forward, like I think that'll be more where but that all changed with seasons and that a bit though as well. But I just think that you'll run bigger trucks for predominantly what work we do.
Yep.
Because it's more, it's better for us and it's better for the client, and plus we struggle to get people to do the job. So bigger's shifting more at the same time, and more productive. So
you can't keep trucks on the road. You might as well have
that's right. Run bigger
trucks.
Yeah, which is, I don't know whether good for us when we're getting older, but
you're younger than me, so
yeah, that's right. Well, let's face it, Dad still does it. And he, I remember probably 30 years ago, Dad saying that he was not. We'll never get into road trains or anything like that, and well, look where we are now.
Yeah, that's
road
true.
trains. Yeah.
We're tracking road trains into the yard a lot.
Yeah. Well, that was back. It was just singles then, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
So it's hard to know where you're going to be in the future, but I reckon that would be more where we'll be headed. I don't think we'll necessarily increase truck numbers. I just think that's probably a bit unmanageable.
Yep.
Yeah. But you never know. Jobs. Yeah, if we've got a pretty good crew at the moment, so.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
I think I've run out of questions now.
You have?
Yeah.
Did we cover all of them?
Yeah.
Yep. All right.